2023 marks a new chapter for Esteban Fuller, a Peruvian sinologist. In September, an over 10,000-mile journey from the peaks of South America to the beat of China has unfolded his dream, from learning the country at a distance to experiencing it firsthand.
Well, I've been looking forward to this opportunity for years, and I also always find Chinese history very interesting. And then when I was in college, and in that time there were so many good news about China. The Beijing Olympics have just taken place. People talk about the Chinese economic miracle, the trade and investment opportunity with China, that it was a really exciting place where a lot of things were happening, where there were a lot of opportunities. And I became more and more engaged since then with Chinese studies.
Is China different from what you expected after coming here?
I mean, there are so many things about this country you cannot learn from the books. There are many things you can only learn by living here and experience life here.
What are the things surprised you in China?
Well, the pace of life, the scale of things, everything is so fast, you live at another level. Our idea of China in the West has been that it's a country that symbolizes the past, tradition. But in many senses, I feel the future is in China. Like, for example, the spread of e-commerce, artificial intelligence. It's actually like taking a glance at our future. And I think understanding China is a way of better understanding the world we're living in.
Before coming to China, Esteban worked as a lecturer in his country. He said he had been dispelling stereotypes about China and cultivating an understanding of its rich culture and history, sparking curiosity and interest among many.
I think the stereotype is like it's a very traditional society that is very rigid, homogeneous, but it's an extremely dynamic society. It's been changing a lot more than Western societies in recent years. It's diverse. There are many kinds of people. I've had a chance to dispel stereotypes as a lecturer of the modern Chinese history. And I feel that when I come back to China and I teach again this course, I will have a lot of real-life experience that will enrich this content, because I think much of these stereotypes are due to the lack of contact with Chinese society. And I can say several of my students have started studying Chinese. And actually, one of my students just a couple of months ago presented his first paper about Chinese studies in an Asian Studies Congress, and he might be coming to China next year. So I feel this kind of stories are a big success, and I feel they left their class not just more knowledgeable, but especially more curious.
More curious about China.
Yeah.
After finishing your PhD program, what do you want to do in the future?
Establishing bridges between Latin American society and Chinese society. I want to bring my deeper knowledge about the local circumstances to my country and foster spaces of intercultural communication, which I think are very important. I hope I can give a grain of sand to foster this greater communication and a greater understanding of China.